Hello there. So on my way to the IMSA race at Road America. So this is a little preview of the race. I'm about right now, I think about 3.5 hours away. So as you see, I'm in Indiana, so home of IndyCar. So too bad IMSA won't get to have a race there this year. So but okay. So as far as IndyCar, so in GTD, this race will be a showdown between Meyer Shank Racing and Vasser Sullivan. So Vasser Sullivan actually have a good momentum from winning the last two races with Aaron Tellitz and Jack Hawksworth duo. So that's actually, so Aaron Tellitz is actually rated as silver, but in reality he's a gold driver. So this guy is fast. So this guy could be in IndyCar, or so this is a fast driver. Who's he's trained to be an IndyCar driver because he was in Indy Lights. So this is actually like a all-pro driver. That could be in GTLM. They're as fast as anyone in GTLM. So that's like, fast gold driver pairing in GTD. So that's why they're so fast. Frankie Montecalvo doesn't have quite the same speeds as Aaron Tellitz. He's pretty fast, but I think Aaron Tellitz got a little bit a lot faster. So, and then Jack Hawksworth versus Townsend Bell. Townsend Bell, I think, is just as fast, but he's not as committed to racing. He's not a hardcore racing driver like Jack Hawksworth, because he got other commitments going, especially his NBC sports gig, as being an announcer. So he can't really, spend all his time, looking at data, trying to figure out how to go faster. He can, but not as much time. So that's why I think Jack Hawksworth will pretty much be the faster driver between them. He could, on a good day, Townsend Bell will be able to catch him, but generally I think Jack Hawksworth will be the faster driver. So that's why the other car will be faster. So that's why they're number one. But my Shank Racing is actually the defending champion team, and between them two, who's going to win? I think Vasser Sullivan, unless they've been pegged back and my Shank Racing has been doing their homework. But when the last race at Daytona, so Vasser was 1 and 2, and Meyer Shank was 3 and 4. So we'll see how it goes at this race, but we'll see. How it goes. But it should be a good showdown in GTD. So I hope the cameras keep on them. Sorry about the loud trucks. So I'm on the rest stop, so you can see the trucks in the background. So I hope I'm yelling fast enough. All right. So in LMP2, I think in LMP2, pretty much I would say that I didn't think a car with Ryan Alziel would be last in the standing, but they've had issues, ERA Motorsport. So, and the other car, I think Patrick Kelly will be the champion, the LMP2 champion, and get his invitation to Le Mans, because the other car, the other car with Henrik Hedman is withdrawing from the 4-season run, so they won't be. I think if they did not get disqualified from the last race, they would have stayed, because that's what he wanted. He wanted the full championship. So, yeah, because he wanted the full championship. So I think that's why they all of a sudden decided not to do the full season. And but Patrick Kelly, he got Spencer Pigot, and now this race is going to be Simon Trummer. So as long as he keeps running himself with top line drivers, he'll win the championship. What's going on? But Ryan Alziel, I expect him to kind of come up. I know they've had issues, and his the other driver, the bronze driver, it depends on also the bronze driver space. But still, I still expect Ryan Alziel to come up. I don't expect any car with him especially in this field, to be last. At least not till the end of the season. They're last now, but I expect him to rebound. So that's something to keep an eye on. And okay. In GTLM, it's amazing how strong the Corvettes are. When they had that one race in WEC at COTA, they didn't do too well. So all of a sudden in IMSA, they are like the class of the field. So either WEC gave them a really bad BOP, or IMSA is really giving them a good BOP. I'm not sure which one it is. Or maybe the team is just better at working within IMSA's rules. I'm not sure. But this year, GTLM was supposed to be the BMW was supposed to be the base car, but they are, aside from Daytona, they are really doing poorly. So I do understand that. I think IMSA needs to look at that to balance the field a lot more. Yeah, so that's something that needs to. So I don't understand why the Corvettes are so strong, and in WC they were doing so poorly. Maybe that's one reason why they withdrew from Le Mans, because they realized that, okay, we're not going to do that well there, so why go anyway? You know, and the company's losing money, so yeah, let's withdraw. But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe something I really like to. If I get to ask one of them, you know, somebody from Corvette, I'll try to do that. In DPi, wow, Pipo Durrani and Felipe Nasser, they're trouncing the field. This is what they should have done last year, but the BOP really got them down. So they seem like they're doing it now. Hopefully last. One thing I gotta say though is that when Joao Barbosa walks past the Action Express pits, he might have a smirk on his face, because his car with the current team is actually higher in the standings than the Action Express car. So that will bring a smirk to his face, because he's actually beating them in the standings. So by they unloaded him because they just wanted to focus on that one car, but even though they unloaded him, now he's actually higher in the standings. I don't think it's going to last much longer. I think the Pipo Durrani Felipe Nasser duo is really strong, but Pipo Durrani and Sebastian Bourdais, they have loads of experience, and that's what they're using right now, because you can see that the sister car in the banana boat car is actually low in the standings. They're not doing as well, even though they have fast drivers, Steven Simpson and Tristan Vautier, but this car is beating them. The Joao Barbosa Bourdais car is beating them. So even, you know, and that team is not really as good at prepping the car as the Action Express and Wayne Taylor team. So that's why their cars don't really qualify up front, and they don't really they couldn't really keep up. But the experience of Bourdais and Joao Barbosa is keeping them in the hunt. They've had 3 podiums, so that's what's keeping them high. 3 podiums, 3 races, that's amazing. So they're doing a good job. So, and I'm sure they're going to want to keep up, and maybe they might even get more sponsors to get them up to the front. For the ARX, for the Hondas, Penske, wow, it's not going too well. Maybe, okay, what happened between Penske and Honda? I assume, I can't think of why. I don't think it's money, but I think because the contract was supposed to end this year, I think what happened is that Honda wanted now to do customer cars, and knowing Penske, they don't want that. They like to be the exclusive. Well, with the RS Spiders, you know, Dyson was a customer car, but maybe with this deal, maybe they didn't want that. So maybe, I assume that's all I can think of. That's what happened, because I can't think of why they would want to drop Honda. Why they wouldn't agree. Maybe it was money, I'm not sure, but Honda likes customer cars, like they did with the ARX LMP2 cars, the Alien LMP2 cars. So those things were so fast, amazingly fast. So I think that's what happened, and that's why they dropped. But the only team I can see those cars going to is Meyer Shank Racing. That's where they need to go. So this year, but I'm sure the decision has already been made as which team is getting those cars. If it's Meyer Shank Racing, unless Meyer Shank think they're locked in to win the championship, you might see them kind of just, you know, tail off in the season and just start prepping to be in the DPi field. So unless it's another car, or maybe other customer cars, maybe more than one team might get those cars. I'm not sure. The Mazdas, okay, the Mazda is supposed to be the slippiest car, so they're supposed to be good in high-speed tracks, which is what Road America is, so they're supposed to win. But I don't know, the Honda and the Cadillac have had more boost. They've had a lot more BOP, you know, favorable BOP, so we'll see how it goes. I guess that's what they gave him to him, because the Mazda was supposed to be the dominant car at this track. But it should be a good race. So, you know, Road America never disappoints, at least on TV. When you're there in person, it's actually such a big track that when you actually want to catch all the action, it's actually, you know, you have to move around a lot. But on TV, oh man, that's an amazing track to watch. But it's such a big track that, you know, to catch all the action you will actually see on TV, you have to move around a lot. So that's the only thing I would say. But it's still a good place to go. So I'm on my way there now, and yeah, so I might send some video from there. So keep watching. Thanks for watching. So that's my preview, and let me know what you think. Thanks.